of course, they're going to go dirty, and they're going to go dirty instantly. So, what are some of the characterizations that they have hurled in her direction already, whether it's online or in some of the top conservative magazines in the country or on air? One, she is loud and obnoxious, and she has a temper, you know, that Latina temper. Now, what's interesting is that I don't remember them complaining about Antonin Scalia's temper, right? But, oh, come on, that's lovable. He's an Italian guy. He's got a temper, you know, that's fine. But this obnoxious Latina woman, you know, domineering over the court, and she's, you know, she's butting into people's presentations and asking questions. Wow, asking questions from the bench. That sounds really crazy and radical. By the way, who else does that? Antonin Scalia. In which case, the Republicans say, well, that's because he's brilliant. He's got so many opinions. He's right off the bat. He's got to interrupt there and keep them on their toes. So you see how things are being characterized already. And if that wasn't bad enough, they had to take it over the top, right? So, in the National Review, conservative publication, Ramesh Ponnuru says Sotomayor is Obama's Harriet Miers. Now, Harriet Miers was agreed by almost everyone in the country, liberals and conservatives, as completely unqualified for the Supreme Court. She was, in essence, basically George Bush's secretary before she was picked. Now, Sotomayor, on the opposite hand, by the way, if confirmed for the Supreme Court, she would bring more federal judicial experience to the Supreme Court than any justice in 100 years. She's been on the federal courts for 17 years now. So saying she has a lack of experience is flat out wrong. If she didn't have experience, then Roberts and Alito had no experience. The ones that Bush appointed, let alone Harriet Miers. All right, but they go further. It's worse than that. They say that she is, quote, and get a load of this one, dumb and obnoxious. National Review's Mark Hemingway said that. Karl Rove on Fox News said, quote, I'm not really certain how intellectually strong she would be, and she's not been very strong on the Second Circuit. Fred Barnes, the executive editor of the Weekly Standard, said she's not the smartest person out there. Now, let me give you her background so you understand. Not only did she go to Princeton, but she graduated summa cum laude and Phi Beta Kappa. She also was the co-recipient of the M. Taylor Pine Prize, the highest honor Princeton awards to an undergraduate. Now, why do I tell you that? Because you know what they're going to say. Oh, yeah, she went to Princeton, affirmative action. Yeah, right. No. Nobody gives you summa cum laude based on affirmative action. You earn that through your grades and Phi Beta Kappa and all these other honors. It's what she did after she was at Princeton, where she outshined everyone else at Princeton. And then she takes those and she gets into Yale Law School. But she's not done there. At Yale Law School, she becomes the editor of the Yale Law Journal and the managing editor of the Yale Studies in World Public Order. And I can tell you, I went to law school. Being the editor of the Yale Law Journal is no small thing. You got to be one sharp cookie to get that honor, okay? And they don't hand that to you for nothing. Now, by the way, Sam Alito, funny enough, also went to Princeton, undergrad, and to Yale Law School. I don't remember the conservatives calling him dumb, though. That's interesting, huh? And, by the way, he was not nearly as accomplished at those schools. I mean, he was. He's a smart guy, don't get me wrong. But he was not as accomplished as Sotomayor was at either one of those schools. And he did not serve on the bench as long as she has when he was nominated. So, you begin to piece things together. And it's a disturbing image. Finally, Politico, in their reporting, said that she is a single Latina mother. Here's the problem with that. She doesn't have any children. But you see the mindset? The mindset is, well, you know how Latinas are. They're big, loud, dumb, obnoxious women. And, of course, they're all single mothers. Do you bother to check whether she has kids? Nah, she's Latina. I got it. I figured it out. You know, Huckabee, I know this is small, but again, it goes to the mindset. Huckabee put out a press release. You can misspeak, man. I misspeak all the time. But he didn't misspeak. They put out a press release saying that they're concerned about Maria Sotomayor. Except that's not her name. It's Sonia Sotomayor. Like, they don't even bother to check. I guess it's Maria, right? Yeah, Maria, right? They say, well, how many kids you got running around? That dumb, obnoxious girl. She's so much smarter than you guys, okay? And you see why people get upset when you do these generalizations and they get the sense that you're not on their side? Look, it's just disheartening, man. It really is. Like, I continually get surprised by it when I shouldn't be. But I look at stuff like this and I go, God, man, they really are in a different world than us. They view people, and it's so ironic because they say Obama, he just picked her because she's Hispanic and a woman. When in fact, it's like JR says all the time, it's projection. Because what they're doing is looking at her and going, she's Hispanic and a woman, so obviously she's not qualified. When in fact, if they actually looked at her record, they'd be like, holy cow, is she qualified?